We're here.
At our house.
We have Chick-fil-A. Okay.
So what are we doing?
We're gonna eat. We're gonna answer some questions.
So shouldn't this like introduce what the series is?
Sure.
Right? To let them know what to expect.
Sure, why don't you tell them then?
You tell them. This series is gonna be a Q&A where we either eat or drink something or do something while answering questions, right?
Yeah. Like coffee or cocktails
Or Chick-fil-A.
or food. Okay. We'll start off with basic questions. How old are you?
27, right? Wait, am I turning 27 or am I 27?
I'm 26, turning 27.
I'm
which means
27.
Vince is 27, turning 28. He's lost count already.
Yeah.
Fun fact, Vince's birthday is actually the day before my birthday. So my birthday is October 1st.
Yeah. So I'm a year and a day older.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Okay, next question. Where were you born and where do you guys live now?
So I was born in New Jersey.
Mm-hmm.
And we're now in California.
Yeah. I was actually born in the Philippines. I moved to Reno, Nevada when I was 6 turning 7. You were 6 turning 7 when you moved from New Jersey to California.
I was.
How did we meet?
How we met.
What was the question?
How we met.
Oh.
Forgot already.
We met through our mutual friends. That's the short answer. Taylor and Jeremy.
Yeah.
The long answer is
Taylor and Jeremy live in Reno.
yes.
I'm friends with Jeremy through another friend who moved there, who then met Jeremy, who I became friends with.
Mm-hmm. And then Taylor and I met in middle school. Taylor and Jeremy started dating in our senior year of high school. We went to like a friend's barbecue and Jeremy and his friend was at that barbecue. That's how Taylor and Jeremy met. The year after that, Taylor invited me to go on a spring break trip with them to Sacramento. And that's how we met. By the way, Chick-fil-A's half sweet tea, half lemonade. Really good.
How many questions are there?
26.
Oh wow, holy cow.
Yeah, so we gotta get a moving on this. Okay. One of the questions was, how did you propose? But I think we're gonna make a separate video on.
That should be a separate video.
Yeah.
Because then I can include the stuff about the ring too.
Yeah, so we'll do a separate video on like him choosing the ring and proposing and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's all. Requires way too much detail.
How long have you been together? We've been together. You can answer.
Since summer of 2013. So that would put us at going on 7 years. Almost 7 years.
Ooh, what is your dream job? I think my ultimate dream is to like be able to work from home, doing something I love.
Like?
Creating content for people. If it's not that, I really want to be like a pediatric nurse. I really love working with the kids, so.
My dream job would be working on cool engineering projects. So cool engineering projects can be anything that would be unique that I could do from home with a 3D printer, or where I go somewhere, you know, working for somebody like SpaceX or Tesla or NASA. Those are like kind of the big ones. Defense contractor would be cool too. Making planes or cool stuff that you can't tell people because it's classified for whatever reason.
Okay.
That'd be cool. That'd be pretty cool.
Say cool one more time. Do you have any siblings?
Big fat 0.
One sister, an older sister. She's 7 years older than me. Which, I mean, it's your sister too, basically.
Yeah.
And my brother-in-law. When and where are you guys getting married?
As long as Corona is a not as bad thing in the future, it'll be June 6th, 2021 in Carmel.
Hopefully, we won't have to
Fingers crossed.
cancel or anything like that. Do you guys want kids?
Yes.
We do. How many kids would you want?
A boat ton of them.
That's not true.
Enough to fill a boat.
Kids. We want...
I feel like I could deal with 3.
Ideally, we want 2. But we'll see. Who knows? Ideally, we want a boy
Boy and a girl.
and a girl.
We'll go for 3 if we have 2 girls.
Ooh.
I'm doing okay.
What is your height difference?
At least a foot.
Yeah. I'm 5'3", a little bit under 5'3".
Last time I measured, I was 6'6".
What is your go-to coffee order?
Oh, easy. Venti iced coffee, 4 stevias, no simple syrup.
And cream. Mine would probably be an iced mocha. Iced soy mocha.
100% a mocha for you. 100%.
About iced mochas. Unless it's snowing outside. Then I could still drink an iced mocha. What is the first thing you guys are doing when we're no longer in quarantine?
Probably going to Reno. Or the Bay. One of the two.
See our friends and family.
See friends and family.
Go out to eat. I never actually realized how much we went out to eat and how much we loved going out to eat until we couldn't go out.
I agree.
What have you been doing during quarantine? We have been playing a lot of board games.
Board games, watching TV, watching movies.
We finished Tiger King.
Finished Tiger King. We started Ozark.
I think that's it.
I've been playing video games also.
What did you do on your first date?
We got lunch.
We got
We went to-
sandwiches.
We went to the ever romantic Subway.
We did.
Eat fresh. We got sandwiches. We went to this spot that was like a ridge that was overlooking part of the neighborhood that wasn't developed yet. And we sat there and ate sandwiches. Had a little bit of a picnic outside.
Talked for a little bit.
Then we went to go see Evil Dead.
Oh, we did. Yeah.
Very romantic.
I mean, okay. If you're ever going on a first date and you go see a movie, don't you go watch a horror movie?
I don't know.
You go cuddle and stuff?
Yeah. That was my thought, at least. That's exactly why I chose it.
Do you guys ever fight? 100%.
Never.
We were literally fighting in the middle of this video.
No, we weren't.
Every day. We fight every single day.
I wouldn't say we fight every day.
We get into Like little arguments every day.
I don't know if I'd even call it an argument. It's like technically okay. It's an argument.
Oh no, are the cameras?
But like, it's more like banter with some oomph behind it.
So an argument. We're arguing about whether or not we argue.
It's nothing serious.
No. And when we do, we just talk about it.
It's little stuff like that. It's like, we both want to be right.
I think it's important though to, with the little things, just to be like, I'm sorry, then move on. It's really not that big of a deal. You know?
It's not a big deal. It's not worth it to sweat the little stuff.
Yeah. When is Vince buying that boat?
I really want a boat. And I've been talking about it for a while.
Years and years.
I really want one.
Maybe after we get married.
Yeah, I think that's a bigger priority at this point.
Get married.
I say realistic.
Get a boat.
Yeah. Realistically, I think we could probably do it within the first year or two after getting married. I don't see why not.
Have you guys ever broken up? Yes.
Yeah.
I think, I don't really know. A couple times maybe?
Maybe like two or three.
2 or 3 times. I think the longest one was probably
like 3 months.
Yeah, 3 or 4 months maybe. Actually, we were in a long distance relationship since I lived in Reno.
So since we met.
I lived in Reno, and then he was in San Jose for school. That's originally why we broke up in the first place, was because we just didn't think that, you know, it would work out.
Yeah.
I think we really listened to everybody saying to us, like, long distance relationships don't work.
Yeah, and I was going to a new school and
You wanted to meet new people.
wanted to meet new people. So.
But yeah, when we first met, you lived in Sacramento, and I lived in Reno. And then a couple of months later, he moved to San Jose for school. That's when we broke up. We got back together a few months later. We dated some people in between. I ended up moving to the Sacramento area like 2 years later, 2 years into our relationship, I think it was 2.
That sounds about right.
Yeah. 2 years into our relationship.
That went from a 4-hour drive to a 2-hour drive.
When he finished school in San Jose, he moved back here. So that was another 2 years later. So yeah, we were long distance for 4 years. And now we've been living together for 3 years.
Fun times.
It was really hard work. I think people are right when they say long distance relationships are a lot of work.
Yeah.
But obviously they're not impossible.
Not impossible. I think it helps to have a like a goal or a timeline. Like if you're just long distance without any goal in sight of when it's going to be over with, it's a lot more difficult. When we started getting a lot more serious around like year 2, year 3, it was getting really difficult, but it was really helpful to say, you know, we only had, you know, 2 more years left. We only had, 1 more year left, only 6 more months left. And that was really nice to have. Because if that wasn't there,
it'd be a lot easier to give up and be like, well, this isn't working. That's true. I think it would have been really easy to rush and like move in together while he was still living in San Jose, which is something we talked about, but we were both kind of like, you know, this isn't the smartest thing to do right now.
Would not have been able to work out,
Yeah. Favorite memory together? Favorite memory together. I don't know if I have a specific memory, but like, I love traveling with you.
I don't know, just like doing stuff like, like my favorite concert that I've ever been to was going to Childish Gambino, which we went together.
That was a concert, yeah.
Right. Or
just doing things together. I think experiences.
Yeah.
Traveling, doing things together.
Like when we go on my family reunion, like doing that together is always a lot of fun.
Yeah.
We went on our cruise and we went to New York right before the cruise, that like 2 weeks. That was probably one of the best like times period, just because it was so long.
We've gone to a lot of cool
and
places.
It was great. I'd probably say the concert or that the New York / cruise.
Key West. We went to Key West.
Key West was
one year.
really good. Key West was a lot of fun. I don't know. I liked New York and the cruise.
So did I. That's probably my favorite trip that we've been on so
Yeah.
far. But Florida was a lot of fun. I really love Florida. Going to Key West. We went with his family. They do like a family reunion every year. We stayed at the Real World.
That's
Key
it.
West
Yeah,
house.
the house in Key West for the show.
That was really cool.
That was really fun.
We didn't even really have to like go anywhere and do anything because we did everything at the house. Like they had
a ping pong table, basketball and tennis court outside, a racquetball court inside.
Yeah, we actually stayed in the room that had the racquetball room.
It had a pool, it had canoes, and it had a dock, and so you could get the canoe.
Paddle boards.
Paddle boards. No, I said canoe. So you could take it out on the dock and then go out into the, I guess it would be the ocean.
The ocean.
Right there, yeah.
It was really cool. I really like the house.
It was a lot of fun.
What are your favorite podcasts to listen to?
I have a new favorite podcast. It's called Fake Doctors, Real Friends, and it's by Zach Braff and Donald Faison, the stars of my favorite show, Scrubs. And they are rewatching the show, Scrubs, episode by episode. And if you don't know the show Scrubs, you should go watch it because it's the best. It's a show about doctors, and it's a sitcom, and it's hilarious, and teaches a lot of lessons, and it's phenomenally tastic. I cannot say enough good things about it. My absolute favorite show. I could talk about it forever. But they talk about how it was like being on the show. They talk about each episode. So at each episode of the podcast, they talk about the new episode they just watched. They also talk about their experiences being on the show. And they're just great guys. The bromance in the show comes out in real life. And it's just fantastic. But I also have another favorite podcast called Dudes on Hockey, which are two guys from San Jose, Mike and Doug, who talk about the San Jose Sharks.
Which is their favorite hockey team.
Yes. But right now there's no hockey because of COVID. So they're talking about whatever their viewers email them about, which is still hockey.
The Health Code is probably my favorite podcast.
Mm-hmm.
And I really like the podcast with Dax Shepard.
Armchair Expert.
Yes. Yeah, I really like that.
That's a good one. He has another one, which is Experts on Expert, where he gets like people that are experts in their field, and they talk about like the most recent book they wrote or other stuff. Mm-hmm. That's a good one too.
Favorite TV show?
Scrubs.
I already thought about that.
Scrubs or Breaking Bad?
I was gonna say Breaking Bad is probably my all-time favorite. I don't know. I really like TV shows. I don't know if I've ever really watched one that I was like, I hate this. My all-time favorite is Breaking Bad. I really loved Vampire Diaries.
The Office.
The Office is really good. Younger is really good. I think that's a really underrated show. So go watch it on Hulu.
I've seen every episode of Scrubs at least 6 times. There was one time in a year where I watched the entire show 4 times in 1 year. Thanks to my roommates.
Yeah. Scrubs, Breaking Bad, The Office, I like Vampire Diaries, Younger, Friends.
Friends.
Doesn't like Friends. Why does
Oh god.
Cotton like Vince so much more than you?
I don't know.
I don't know why Cotton likes Vince so much more than me.
I don't know how that happened.
Cotton is 14 years old. He's turning 15 this year. In a couple of months, actually. And he lived, so that means he lived with me until he was 11. Vince moved in when he was 11 years old.
11 or 12. He's 14 now?
Yeah. So 12 maybe?
Yeah, 11 or 12.
I don't know, but I had him for at least a decade before he even like lived with Vince, and I don't know. Maybe,
I have no idea.
Maybe it just annoyed him too much. I have no idea.
I don't know. I don't know how it happened, but it did. And it's not going away.
I'm not happy about it. Do you guys secretly hate your soon-to-be in-laws? No.
No, definitely not.
No. I think that I'm very lucky to be able to be with somebody who has like really, really nice parents. I think they're just genuinely really good people. So yeah, they've done a lot for me in the 7 years that we've been dating. So I really appreciate them. Are you secretly hating my parents?
No, of course not. No, that was one thing I was really worried about, was like having to deal with the monster-in-law. But no, definitely don't have to deal with that, which is nice.
I think my mom likes Vince more than she likes me.
She likes to make sure that I'm fed. She makes sure that there's snacks in Mathilda's purse all the time. I think it's great.
Why was I so dressed up for my engagement? Vince told, we'll do a separate video on the proposal, but Vince told me that, so our anniversary is the 6th of June. And so we were going to go, he told me we were going on a little trip. And for my anniversary present, we were finally gonna get like professional photos done of us and Cotton.
And that's why she was dressed.
That's why I was dressed up. That's why there was a photographer there.
Yep. I lied to her. That's why.
Yep. 2 more questions.
All right.
In all caps, let Vince cut your hair. I was supposed to get my hair cut in February, the end of February. The person who cuts my hair lives in Reno. She's the only person I trust to cut my hair. She was sick when we were there. She couldn't cut it. And then I ended up getting sick, so we haven't gone back since. And then now this whole pandemic is happening, so I really need to cut my hair. And Vince might do it for me. We'll film it.
Let me do it. Let me do it.
Okay. Can you do a house tour? Is the last question. Maybe. Maybe when our house isn't filthy.
Yeah.
It's very, okay, it's not dirty, it's more cluttered.
Yeah.
There's just stuff everywhere.
Yeah. I think that's another video.
A house tour?
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll do that. When I clean.
Yeah. That was the last question?
That was the last question.
There's no like big last question. Man, if we weren't engaged right now, I could be like, oh, the last question would be, will you marry me? And then I could drop on a knee. That would be pretty slick, but.
Okay, that was it. We will do another one of these soon.
Eventually. Yeah. Need more questions though.
Yep, this was fun though.
If you care.
This is fun.
Bye now.